Been walking down this same old road, day after day, same heavy load. Boots keep moving, mind keeps racing, but I ain't really going nowhere. Round and around, round and round, lost and found, lost and found. Can't get out, can't get out of this town, of this town. Mama said, boy, you better change. Daddy said, son, you acting strange. Friends all left me, bills keep coming, and I'm still stuck in the same place. Round and round, round and round, lost and found, lost and found. Can't get out, can't get out of this town, this town. Every sunset looks the same, every sunrise brings more pain. Every corner that I turn takes me back to where I started. Round and round, round and round, lost and found, lost and found. Can't get out, can't get out of this town, of this town. Round and round, yeah, round and round. Same road, different day. Engine humming, engine humming, what they say. Gravel kicking under tires, dust clouds never tire. Same old route, same old view, wondering on what to do. Back road bounce, that's my life. Back road bounce, cut like knife. Round and round, never end. Back road bounce, my only friend. Radio static between stations, small town expectations. Family farm, dead is dead. Dreams deferred, ain't there yet. Back road bounce, that's my life. Back road bounce, cut like knife. Round and round, never end. Back road bounce, my only friend. Maybe someday break these chains, leave behind all the pain. But for now, I'm stuck right here, Back road bounce, back road bounce. Year by year, I'm still, yeah. Sunset coming on the sky, another day passing by. Same routine, same old dance, waiting for a second chance. Back road bounce, that's my life. Back road bounce, cut like knife. Round and round, never end. Back road bounce, my only friend. Same road, different day. Engine humming, fade away. Sitting on my porch tonight, wondering where you've been. Got these questions in my head, don't know where to begin. Years keep rolling by so fast, wondered if you made it past all the doubt that holds me down in this dusty little town. Time keeps moving like a river, makes me shake and makes me shiver. Future me, can you hear me calling? Future me, are you still here? Mama always said I'd leave this place behind someday. Pack my bags and chase the wind, find another way. But these roots run pretty deep, got me losing lots of sleep, thinking about the man you are, wondering if you made it far. Time keeps moving like a river, makes me shake and makes me shiver. Future me, can you hear me calling? Future me, are you still here? Got my daddy's work boots on, but my heart's already gone. Building something from the ground, hope you like what I have found. Every choice I make today becomes a memory for you. Every road I walk tonight is one you've already through. So I'm working twice as hard, playing every single part. Hope you're proud of what I've done. Hope you know that I have won. Future me, can you hear me calling? Future me, are you still here? Future me, future me, future me. See what you think you know what's up. You think you got it made. You walking around all cocky, but you ain't ready. You ain't ready for this life I'm living. You ain't ready for the heat I'm bringing. You ain't ready for the way I hustle. You ain't ready, nah, you ain't ready, baby. You ain't ready for these country streets. You ain't ready for the southern heat. You ain't ready for the grind I'm on. You ain't ready, boy, you ain't ready. You talk that talk, but when it's time to walk, you disappear like smoke in the wind. You say you took, you say you're from the block, but I can see right through your skin. You ain't been where I've been, you ain't seen what I seen. You ain't worked these fields at dawn. You think you're hard, but you're just playing pretend, while I've been grinding all alone. You ain't ready for this life I'm living. You ain't ready for the heat I'm bringing. You ain't ready for the way I hustle. You ain't ready, nah, you ain't ready. You ain't ready for these country streets. You ain't ready for this southern heat. You ain't ready for the grind I'm on. You ain't ready, boy, you ain't ready. You can talk all day about what you gonna do, but when push comes to shove, you fold like paper. I've been through hell and back, paid all my dues. You just another wannabe player. You ain't ready for this life I'm living. You ain't ready for the heat I'm bringing. You ain't ready for the way I hustle. You ain't ready, nah, you ain't ready. You ain't ready for this country street. You ain't ready for this southern heat. You ain't ready for the grind I'm on. You ain't ready, boy, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Yeah, you ain't ready, no, you ain't ready. Yeah, yeah. Remember when we back when backwoods bored, barely breathing, broke bones, broken believing, muddy boots, mama's pleading, boy better be better than leaving. Dusty drives, daddy's dealing, cars closed, caught up in feelings, sunset slow, six string speaking, words won't work when wounds are bleeding. Those days drifting away, can't stay, can't say. Why'd you go and grow apart from me? Heart to heart now, hardly ever speak. Started strong, still songs sing, sing so deep. Finding peace in pieces, incomplete. Why'd you go and grow apart from me? County fair, copper pennies, heavy heart, hands so empty. Sunday school, summer plenty. Now we're cool but connection skinny. Gravel road getting ready, packing up pace unsteady. Picket fence, pretty penny, but the past keeps pulling heavy. Those days drifting away, can't stay, can't say. Why'd you go and grow apart from me? Heart to heart now, hardly ever speak. Started strong, still songs sing, sing so deep. Finding peace in pieces, incomplete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why'd you go and grow apart from me? Mama said, son, some seasons change. Papa prayed, pain's part of growing strange. Sister sang, sadness ain't always wrong. Brother played that same old song. Why'd you go and grow apart from me? Heart to heart now, hardly ever speak. Started strong, still songs, sing so deep. Finding peace in pieces incomplete. Yeah. Why'd you go and grow apart from me? Ooh. Back roads barely there. Used to care, now just stare. Remember when we Yeah, backwoods boy born and bred. Backwoods boy born and bred. Mama's milk and daddy's work made me who I am today. Callous hands and muddy boots, that's the fucking way. Sunrise and sunset, sweat dripping down my spine. Backwoods blood pumping through these veins of mine. City boys be talking shit, they don't know the grind. Chopping wood and fixing fence, that's how I spend my time. Yeah, biscuits, bacon, black coffee, that's my morning meal. Dirt road discipline, man, that shit is real. Backwoods born, backwoods bred. Country in my heart, country in my head. Backwoods born, backwoods bred. Ain't changing who I am till the day I'm dead. Grandpa's stories about the old days still reign true. Hard work and honor, that's what we fucking do. Plowing fields and pulling weeds, building character strong. Been this way for generations, carried me along. Smell of hay and horse manure, music to my ears. Backwoods wisdom passed down through the years. Church on Sunday, work on Monday, that's the code I keep. Roots run deep in this red clay, buried 6 feet deep. Backwoods born, backwoods bred. Country in my heart, country in my head. Backwoods born, backwoods bred. Ain't changing who I am till the day I'm dead. Blood, sweat, and tears built this backbone. Family name carved in country stone. Blood, sweat, and tears built this backbone. This backwoods heart ain't never grown cold. Backwoods born, backwoods bred. Country in my heart, country in my head. Backwoods born, backwoods bred. Ain't changing who I am till the day I'm dead. Backwoods boy born and bred. Backwoods boy born and bred. I'm dead, dead, till I'm dead. Dust on my boots. Yeah. Gravel speaks to me when I walk these paths. Something about the way it sounds under me. Dirt road calling my name. Dirt road calling back home, where the ground knows me, where the ground holds me. Dusty steps lead me back to who I am. Every stone has a story. Every mile knows my pain. Yeah, I've been running from this feeling, but it pulls me back again. Muddy waters in the creek, still remember how I used to be. Simple name, simple dreams. This dirt road sets me free. Dirt road calling my name. Dirt road calling back home, where the ground knows me, where the ground holds me. Dirt road calling my name. Dusty steps lead me back to who I am. Me back to who I am. My dirt road. Yeah. Out here where the pavement gravel crunching under worn out boots, mind spinning like a weather vane loose. Can't find a signal through these tangled roots. Been walking circles chasing proof. Dashboard rattle, engine cold. Same route I've been taking, getting old. Radio static tells me what I know. There's something missing I can't hold. Every mile marker looks the same, playing some forgotten game. Lost between the lines I drew, can't remember what is true. Lost between the latest signs, running out of borrowed time. Muddy roads and faded signs, running out of borrowed time. Ghost town in my rear view. Nothing left that I can do. Tide tracks lead to nowhere fast. Questions that I never asked. Fuel gauge pointing toward the past. How much longer can this last? Windshield cracked but vision clear. Same old doubts year after year. Highway humming what I fear. Maybe home was never here. Every mile marker looks the same, playing some forgotten game. Lost between the lines I drew, can't remember what is true. Muddy roads and faded signs, running out of borrowed true. Muddy roads and faded signs, running out of borrowed time. Ghost town in my rear view. Nothing left that I can do. Which way now? Which way now? Which way now? Compass spinning, which way now? Map torn up on the passenger seat, following a rhythm with no beat. Maybe lost is where I'm meant to be, finding peace in uncertainty. Lost between the lines I drew, can't remember what is true. Muddy roads and faded signs, running out of borrowed time. Ghost town in my rear view. Maybe that's what I'll pursue. Gravel crunching under worn out boots, finally comfortable being loose. in the driveway, dust kicking up behind. Haven't seen this gravel road in such a long damn time. Mama's on the front porch, sweet tea in her hand. Said, boy, you look different. Guess success changed my plans. Left with empty pockets, now I'm riding real clean. Foreign whip, designer feel, living out my dreams. But something about this country air got me feeling strange. Money can't buy everything, some things never change. They say you can't go back home, but here I am, here I am. They say you can't go back home, but I'm back again, back again. Back home, where the rivers run slow. Back home, to the place that I know. Back home, where my heart wants to go. Back home, back home. Remember Jenny from the creek, she married Tommy Brown. Still lives in that same old house just outside of town. She looks at me like royalty, but I remember when we skipped rocks by the water, just some country kids back then. Diamond chain around my neck, but dirt still on my boots. Small town boy with big city dreams and Tennessee roots. Every blessing that I got, every dollar that I made, started right here in this dirt where my foundations lay. They say you can't go back home, but here I am, here I am. They say you can't go back home, but I'm back again, back again. Back home, where the rivers run slow. Back home, to the place that I know. Back home, where my heart wants to go. Back home, back home, back home, back home. Now I'm sipping on that bourbon, watching fireflies dance, thinking about the road I took, wondering about the path. Money, fame, and fortune, yeah, I got it all, but nothing beats this feeling when you answer your homes. Back home, where the rivers run slow. Back home, to the place that I know. Back home, where my heart wants to go. Back home, back home, back home, back home, back home, back home again. Back home, back home, back home, where I belong. You're back home again. Yeah. Been a minute since I sat down and wrote. Got some things I need to say though. Future me, I wonder where you at right now. Did you make it past this broken down old town? Still remember mama crying in the kitchen sink. Bills piled high, had me scared to even think. You was just a kid with dreams too big to hold. Now I'm older, but I still ain't learned to fold. Every scar you got, I'm wearing on my chest. Every choice you made, I'm living with the rest. Time keeps moving, but I'm standing still. Writing letters that you'll never feel. Where you been, future me? Did you find what we were looking for? Are you free finally? Or you still knocking on the same old door? Where you been? Remember Sarah, how she said we never last. Now she married with a kid living in the past. I still drive by her house when I'm feeling low. Wonder if you think about the things we'll never know. Got these hands to shake from working double shifts. Daddy's truck's still running, but the engine drifts. Tell me you remember where we came from, man. Tell me you ain't forgot about the master plan. Time keeps moving, but I'm standing still. Writing letters that you'll never feel. Where you been, future me? Did you find what we were looking for? Are you free finally? Or you still knocking on the same old door? Where you been? If you're listening to this song somehow, know I'm fighting for us right now. Every sunrise, every sunset too. Everything I do for you. Oh yeah. Where you been, future me? Did you find what we were looking for? Are you free finally? Or you still knocking on the same old door? Where you been? Yeah, future me, I hope you're proud of who we used to be. I hope you're proud